Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing a few of my tips on how to be calmer. A lot of people say that I'm a very calm person, but trust me when I say that I wasn't always like this, and it's definitely something that I've been working on a lot during the last few years. I don't agree with anger as being a good emotion, and it definitely doesn't sit well with me. I don't like being angry, but there are a lot of things that do make me angry, and I've been working on responding in different ways that have helped me stay calm and deal with that anger in a different way. And the first thing is forgiveness. Now this doesn't have to just be applicable to a person, it could be to a situation or anything that is making you angry or frustrated. There's a lot of things that go on in this world that are really unfair and we just won't really understand, but once we forgive, it automatically reassures our mind that we're able to move past it, and once we move past it we can actually do something about it. So when we forgive something or someone, we put it into the past and we say that situation is no longer going to affect us or make us angry, but we can still choose to do something about it. For example, if somebody's comment made you angry, you let yourself forgive that person, but it doesn't mean you let them speak to you like that. If there's a situation in the world that makes you angry, you forgive that situation, but you do everything in your power to make sure you can help people, but you do everything in your power to make sure you can help people or put out a message that would prevent that situation in the future. The second thing is to step away and reflect. This can be a really hard thing to do, but it's so important to just sit with your emotions and sit with yourself when something has caused you to feel angry or frustrated. Our ego would often want to go back and say everything on our mind, but that's just adding fuel to the fire and it's really not going to get anywhere. So this is when you can go and get some fresh air, go out into nature, drink some water, and even do some journaling to help you process what exactly happened, why it made you angry, to release that anger and then go about it with a different perspective and to stay a lot calmer in that situation. That way you're giving yourself that control back and you're not letting your ego control the situation when you're feeling angry. So this also links to my next point, which is meditation. And just to remind you, meditation is not about controlling your thoughts, it's not about changing your thoughts, it's just simply about accepting them and letting them be. When you think of the word emotion, it is simply just a feeling in motion. It's a feeling that is moving around in your body and can sometimes get too intense where it becomes a bit out of control. So meditation helps you separate yourself from that, let that emotion do whatever it needs to do, and once the emotion passes, then you're in control of what you want to do again. You're not letting this emotion drive your next actions, which sometimes we can regret, especially if we let something as strong as anger drive our actions. It can often be quite negative because we'll say some negative things, we'll do something that's harmful to other people, and ultimately we don't want that. So it's important to be able to let this anger do whatever it needs to do in your body and then come back to it when you're in more control. So the more you practice to meditate, the more calmer you'd be, because that ability to separate from your emotions will become a lot easier, and then you're in control and you can choose to be calmer in that situation. The next thing that you can do is actually a grounding exercise, and a really common one is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, where you list 5 things you can see, 4 things that you feel, 3 things that you hear, 2 things that you smell, and 1 thing that you taste. And this is actually something that you can use for children as well, but it's definitely applicable to you as an adult. Another thing you can do is any kind of mindful exercise. I really like to paint to detach myself from every single thought that's going on in my head, because for me it requires a lot of focus and a lot of detail, which helps me slow down everything and just feel grounded again. And the last thing that I'm going to mention is remember that things are not in your control. Once we accept that everything that happens is not in our control, we're able to be a lot calmer. So once we accept that the world is created in a balance and good things need to happen as much as bad things need to happen, we're able to remain a lot calmer because we can be more accepting. This goes back to my favorite quote: change what you can't accept and accept what you can't change. If you can't change it, simply accept it. Do whatever you can to fight for whatever you believe in, but if you can't change it, simply accept it. And on that note, I'm going to end the video. I hope this was useful, and if you have any more questions or if you have anything else you want me to talk about, feel free to leave it in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.